Hi there, welcome back to my channel. As you can see today I'm going to be playing Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I preferred that to its upgrade, so I left it where it was, but lots of people did go on to Afterbirth Plus. You might hear some clicky clacking from my keyboard today, just because I'll be pressing a lot of keys quite quickly. As you can see I've already got a save file, but I'll be using file 3, so it's a new run, which means all of my characters are still locked, apart from Mr. Isaac himself. So we'll start on an easy run, or normal. It doesn't come with an easy mode, unfortunately, though this is quite a nice setup to have basements straight away, and PhD gives me pills and they can be better. Hematemesis is okay, and I'm going to use it quite effectively against his curse room. His curse room wasn't cards, and if you haven't played this game before, it works on the WASD keys, and then you fire your tears using the left, right, up, down keys. Different tarot cards do different things. The Hierophant gives you spirit hearts, which you can't replenish once they're gone, but quite useful at the time. And the Hermit teleports you to the first room you're in, so you can use that. Oh no, I'm wrong. It takes you to the shop, which was miles away from where I started. That's a really good item. Hopefully I get some cash on this level. There's not much really to say about this game apart from it's quite stress inducing, in the nicest way possible, just because there are lots and lots of enemies on the screen at all times. I quite regularly die, even with some of the later in-game items where you shouldn't end the game quite quickly. I do stupid things like that and get hit when I'm down to half a heart, or there'll be what's called creep on the floor, which is that red blood viscous stuff, but it can come in green, and that then poisons you, so that's 2 lots of damage you get in one lovely little hit. I'm going to leave the timer on the screen. I just realised it's still there, just because that's how I normally play. I do sometimes have missing HUD on as well, but there's not much point at the moment, just because it's all base stats, and there's not really much to tell you about Isaac stats. It's all very, you move quite quickly and you shoot quite quickly, so that's fine. There are secret rooms around the floor. I think there's going to be one here, so you put a bomb down. Nope, okay. The other place that I thought it could be would be here. There you go. First floor secret room. A few stats up because I've got the thing I got, the item I got in the first room. It means that my pills are always going to be positive. I don't like being too speedy though. I mean, it's great when you're doing a speed run to try and get through the level, but it's not great when you run into things, which I do quite a lot. And there's also sometimes second secret rooms, which are on flat rooms, so yeah, one there. This is one of my favourite second secret rooms because it doesn't require you to have any bombs or anything extra to get the maximum value out of it, but you have to be quite clever with how you set it up, because these stone chests can only be opened by exploding a bomb near them, but the game accepts TNT barrels as bombs, so you just push them as close as you can to Mr. TNT over here, Mr. TNT barrel, and then shoot your tears at it and get nothing you need. Because I was hoping that I would get a load of cash from that, and I would be able to buy, I think, either better flies and spiders or Blueberry Friend. Either way, it was a great item, but it doesn't look like I'll be using it this time. And I start off against the Turdlings, which are, well, but then kind of is very appropriate. I'm glad I've got so many spirit hearts. as I said, some of this creep on the floor is poisonous, or it slows me down, or so I've got to be very careful of that, as well as the bad guys. And these ones fire extra things to hurt you across the map. There is another version of this boss that doesn't do that. If I was on a later floor, I'd be really annoyed now because I've just lost my first heart. But because I'm on this floor, it doesn't matter as much, because there is a way to get special things by beating the boss without taking any damage. So I got extra range and extra damage there, which is useful. Because I'm starting the save file fresh, I don't have as many items that I could get. I mean, okay, great, thanks. Thanks, Fly. Thanks for doing that there. That was great. I'm gonna blame the Fly, not me. So if I can get a key, I can get into this item room. On the first floor, it's open for you because it stacks. They want to power you up, but on this floor, they don't. They don't want to be that nice. They want you to fight your way to it. But because I have bombs a key as a pill, if I can get another one, okay, that right there has changed my mind. And I'm sure people don't really understand. Thanks, game. Sometimes that's the way with Isaac. He throws one thing at you to then throw two things at you, because this rock right here with the little X on it, it's called Tinted Rock. And sometimes there's stuff there's always stuff inside a Tinted Rock. That time I was quite lucky it was a Spirit Heart, but now I'm wondering if the room in between those two is the secret room. So what I'll do is I'll keep playing until I hopefully find another bomb. If I do, then I'll check it, and if not, I'll use the bomb. I won't use the bomb as a key pill, because I've just spotted there's another Tinted Rock in this room, so I've got to decide if I want the extra heart or the extra key. You do sort of either spot every single Tinted Rock in the game or spot none of them. No, I'm going to use the pill. I think that the item's really good. Yeah, the item's really good. Well, at least for me, it's called Tech 2, so you get a laser beam plus your tier, so you get extra damage. This one here is a trinket, which I think gives you more bombs as rewards. I'm not 100% sure. I don't normally end up with this trinket. If I can find a better one, I'll change it. But this item was perfect for this boss because you want to keep as far away from Monstro as possible. And that's what Tech 2 lets you do. And he does like to just run at you. As you saw there, he has a bit of a jump attack. It's quite not used to talking and playing at the same time yet. As you can see, it's only my second video, so I'm going to use that as a bit of an excuse if I mess up. Shouldn't, but that's... So, because, as I said, it's my first save file, I'm going to get a lot of unlocks and achievements, and this one was Monstro's Tooth. It just means there's an item where I can summon Monstro, and I always pick up the extra health items, just because if I had got through that and been able to get a deal with the devil, which is what it's called, I would have been able to trade my hearts away. So I want to have a nice health pool to give up. These are another one where you kind of want to stay as far away from them as possible, because when they die, they fire off in four different directions. You can't really dodge them that well. That was pointless. It just kills you, so there's no point going in there. After saying the laser beam's really good, I've realised, because I'm on base stats, I think I've had 1 damage up in Jesus Juice. It's not that great, because it takes your damage per second over laser weapon rather than a tier weapon. Creaky doors next door. I live in a cul-de-sac, so unfortunately, you're possibly going to hear a lot of creaky doors when I'm recording. As long as they're not my creaky doors in my house, that's fine. It's people at home, or people broken in, one of the two. Come on, bat. Oh, and I got a penny for that. I can feel the salt rising already. Just going, oh yeah, great. That item was really useful in my current state, where I don't need a key or a bomb or anything else. You give me a penny. Useful. And then as soon as I moan, the game actually gives me what I want. Okay, I think. Okay, there's a tinted rock over there. That's disappointing. I can't get to it, so I'm not going to let that bother me too much. It would be nice to have. These bad guys are an absolute pain in the gizzard, because the black ones explode, the blue ones explode, and the red ones fire bombs when they die. Like, it's like, how much more could you make this enemy a pain? Stupid damage, but I feel like I'm taking a lot of stupid damage today because I don't have the nicest of setups. It is quite a bland Isaac basic setup at the moment, just because that's the weapons I've got. You can't. Isaac later on gets the D6, so he can sort of re-roll some of his items, which is incredibly useful. At the moment I don't have that skill. I also don't seem to have any keys, so I can't go into the shop and see whether I can get any more items or improve the shop at all, because you can donate your money away to improve the shop on the sorry, bit of cough there. On the next time through. Nice. Clearly the game thinks I'm failing abysmally. Considering it's also giving me the heart-based room. I'm going to be a bit of a completionist, and I'm going to go and try and get that one room back there. I'm not going to... If for anyone who's played this before, there's an extra room after you get to the final boss of this section within 20 minutes. I don't think I'm going to get there in time, but I could if I really rushed, but I think I'm past the point where already I could do that. Oh, and I'm glad I didn't rush there, because they've just opened the normal secret room for me, which has a load of money, so I made a boo-boo, but never mind. Hopefully there's a couple of items that are in the boss fights that means I could actually either get flight, so I could pick up these ones, or I could get a bomb-based item, because there's a few of those, or there's a couple of key-based items. If I get one of those, I'll be good. I don't think I will. I think they're all ones you have to unlock, but it's been so long since I actually played. I took a bit of a hiatus from this game in my real life, just because I work a lot of hours, and Spider Bite is really helping there, because as you can see, every so often Mr. Gurdy's a bit slower, which means I can dodge his shots a bit better. With this enemy, it's just damage per second, and hopefully dodge him a bit better than I'm doing right now, which there isn't much telegraph on what attack he's going to do. I mean, there are some, but there's not like, oh yeah, I'm going to do this attack. It's quite quick when he moves his head away from the top. Quite often this one just summons more problems for you. That was a lucky Spider Bite, because I did not think I was going to get out of the way in time for that one. Like that. Dodge completely the wrong way. There's no point in me worrying because I'm not going to get a deal. Range items at the moment are kind of pointless because I've got a laser based weapon, so I got infinite range, but again it's a case of pick up everything because you don't know in the future. There are ways to change your laser based weapons for other stuff, and that range can help. Again, I'm not sure if I've got those things unlocked yet. This down here is an arcade, which is where I might stand a chance of getting a few things. My luck stat, oh, I have got some luck items, so that's useful. Lucky scab improves your luck, but not by much. Okay, power pills useful. It's ridiculous, I'm just giving all my money away at the moment, but every so often you'll get a bomb or a key. I'm hoping to get a key. Ball of Steel also gives you more spirit hearts, which are very useful for what I'm about to do in a second. Okay, so because I've used a certain amount of pills, I've just unlocked a new character. I was kind of expecting that, I wasn't surprised by any of that. I'll use power pill here quickly. So yeah, I probably just made back all of the money I spent on the arcade slot machine. There is a way to then start spending spirit hearts on there, but I'd rather not. I'm going to keep trying to build my health back up. So, extra luck against this one is very, 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 very... Oh. It's not that useful. Mainly because I don't now have... I do. I was about to say something and I was like, no, that's not true. Because I can use the blood bag to get more money out of it. I can see my luck stats really poor because all I'm getting is hitting flies. And then I get the item that you can get from that, which is Skedaddle, which means flies actually leave you alone a bit more, or they become your friend. I'm not going to run into that for money because I've got blood. It's a bit of a silly move, but for two red hearts, I've just managed to get a load more cash. That's useful. Stop it. And there you go, there's my red heart back. Sometimes to avoid silly damage, it is worth using the blood bag. Look how fast some of these are. Again, Spider Bite though, massively underrated late game. It's really useful early game when your damage isn't great. Because it just gives you that extra few seconds sometimes to knock these guys out. As you can see, if I don't knock them out in time, they come back. I'm quite heavy-handed with the blood bag, if I'm honest, which is why I don't like picking it up, because I will use it on anything and everything. Get that little bit extra cash, because if I can get a key to the shop, or a way to get into the shop, because if I can get a secret room, even though I've got quite an early shop, there should. Saying should, it's been so long since I played early game. There should be an item in there anyway. And some of the shop items are amazing. I personally like the mapping items a lot more than people normally do, because at least then you know where you're going and you can sort of plan your route out. Okay, that's holy wafers, that means I take half damage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see whether I can get it to change the side a bit better. Pokeball's rubbish. Zephyr's rubbish. Curse the Vampire's pretty good. For me, because I played with the blood bag so much, this one, every time you kill something, you get a chance to heal a bit. I leave self-sacrifice rooms alone as much as possible. Which is ironic considering how much love I've got for the blood bag or portable IV bank. I don't see how paralysis is classed as a good pill. That always confuses me. I'm like, that's not a good pill. That is a problem. Some rooms there is just no way of dodging it effectively because of just what's on the screen. Every so often there's just like a bloop, and that just means I'm getting some more health back, but honestly I haven't needed it yet. Bomb's the key. Bomb's the key. So yeah, this looks a bit crazy that I'm just going to run all the way back through the map, but it's also a chance for me to look and see where I think the secret room might be. And at the moment, the only place I think it could be is there. Okay, batteries are good for... Thank you, game. Bombs are key is probably the one pill I would have taken. Hematemesis, what I'm thinking is sometimes these rooms over here will unlock if you have no health, and Hematemesis drops your health all the way to the floor. It does mean I've got a battle with like next to no health, but as you can see it just gave me a load of bombs. So sometimes it's a bit of a lots of risk, lots of reward. Sometimes it's no risk, no reward, full stop. Do not pass go, do not collect the £200. And this guy is not a fun enemy to I believe his name is Peep, because the eyes can do just as much damage as anything else. What I should have done is used the blood bag and then came in here and used Hematemesis afterwards. And that's it. Sometimes you make stupid mistakes like I did there. I should have used the blood bag to get into the room, but I didn't. I thought, oh, I'll try and cheat it. So yeah, I didn't win. So hopefully better luck next time.